Hello students, we are starting with the chapter of recruitment. As you all know, recruitment is what? It is a process of searching for the prospective employees and then to stimulate them to apply for the jobs in the organization. Then what are the features of the recruitment? The features can be derived from the definition itself. Recruitment is the process to find the people. The basic aim of the recruitment is to find the people for the different jobs in the organization. It is a positive process, while selection is the negative process. Why recruitment is a positive process? Because it stimulates large number of the applicants to apply for the job. Whereas in case of selection, we scrutinize those people who are unfit for the job. But in case of recruitment, we stimulate more and more people to apply for the job. It is a vital function to get the qualified people in the organization, and it is very important. Vital means it is important function. It is a two-way process which will include a recruiter as well as a candidate. Both of them are required in order to complete the recruitment process. Then it is a process and a series of activities rather than just a single event. It is not only a single event, it is a process which is discussed later on. Then what is the importance and purpose of doing recruitment? First of all, why do we do recruitment? To determine the current and future needs, what kind of personnel is required in the organization. Second, increase in the job pool. It is only through recruitment that you stimulate the people, they will give the applications, and then selection process will become easy. Assistance in increasing success rate. There are, as the number of applications are more, there are more chances of selecting a better person, better candidate for the organization. It helps to reduce the probability of risk which the organization is going to face in case of emergency by the employees when they leave the organization in between. Meet the organization's social and legal obligations. The different obligations of the organization towards the society, towards the law, they are met by this purpose. This process start identifying the job applicants and to evaluate the effectiveness. Then what is the process? The process can be divided into 5 categories. First of all is the recruitment planning, strategy development, searching, screening, evaluation, and control. Recruitment planning means you will plan what kind of personnel is required in the organization. Then you will develop the strategy. You will start searching various sources from where you can stimulate people to apply for the job. Then you will start screening it. Applications will be scrutinized. Then evaluation and control. In the end, you will check whether it is going to be a successful recruitment process or not. It is explained in this diagram that how the recruitment process goes on, and it starts with the personnel planning, then it ends with the evaluation and control. Then what are the sources of recruitment? Different sources are there, internal and external sources. Internal sources are those sources of recruitment when you are recruiting the persons from within the organizations, right? Through promotions, through transfers, through recommendations of your employees, by calling the ex-employees who have left the organization due to one or the other reason. These are discussed here. First is transfer. Transfer is shifting of the employee from one job to another, having similar duties and responsibilities to discharge. So transfer process, in case of the transfer process, there is no change in your status, in your pay, just your place is changed. Maybe you are a departmental head of the production department. Now you have become the head of the sales department. So that means there is no shift in the salary or a status. He will remain the departmental head. Second is promotion. Promotion is a process of shifting from present job to a higher job, right? That means there will be increase in the status, there will be increase in the salaries, and certain obligations will also increase. Then is employee referrals. It is known as word of mouth advertising. Some have considered it as an internal source and some have considered it as a external source of recruitment. Employee referrals mean when your existing employees, they are asked to recommend someone, right? Because they know what are the requirements of a job, and they also know the other applicant who is going to apply for the job, so they can act as a link for the in between. Re-employment of the ex-employees. Sometimes what happens is the organizations, there are some employees who have left the organization because of their retirement or due to some other reasons. Now they are willing to join, and organizations are also want their services, in that case, they are called on by the organization. For example, when the event of demonetization happened or occurred, many retired bankers, they were called by the banks in order to provide their services. Then the internal sources of recruitment have some kind of advantages and disadvantages. Advantages are very easy since there is an easy adjustment of the employees as they know the organization. When you are promoting them, transferring them, they don't require any kind of a training, and it will also cost less time and monetary requirements to the organization. It will increase the loyalty and boost up the morale. Good relationship between the management and the workers because they know they will get the chances of promotion and career growth. Then reduction in the labor turnover, they will feel as a part of the organization, they will not going to leave the organization. Disadvantages, it is difficult to fill the vacancies through this method. Difficult because there are large number of employees. When you are promoting one person, then other may create a chaos in the organization. There will be it will limit the choice of the organization. There will be no fresh arrival of the talent. Your choice is restricted to the people who are already there. Maybe there are possibility ki the new the people who are outside the organization, they are more talented than those who are inside the organization. So, and there are also chances that personal biasness is there. The managers are appointing those who are in their good books, right? Although they are inefficient, but they are promoting just because of being in the good book of the manager. External sources, the second main source, which is mostly followed by the companies, in which the employees are recruited from outside the organization, right? When you think the employees which are within the organization, they are not according to the requirements, then the organization may go for the external sources. The first one is advertisements. Advertisements can be given anywhere, in a newspaper, in a magazine, in a journal, or TV, radio, internet. So different sources may be used. External advertisements, they can be given. Generally, it is used for the senior post in order to avoid the unsuitable candidates. Some requirements are of the job are given in the advertisement. The main advantage of this method is the organization have a possibility to get large number of applicants from the unsuitable, from the different kind of the candidates. Then is campus recruitment. Campus recruitment means sometimes what we see is in different professional colleges like IIMs, IITs, even in the other colleges, universities as well, different kind of the MNCs, they went and they get the recruitment from the campus itself. Like for the technical and professional skills, basically the technical and professional jobs are done through this recruitment. Then employment exchanges, these are the exchanges, basically these are government based, in which data bank of the candidates is collected by them, and whenever the vacancy arises, the employer is going to contact with the exchanges, and exchanges will provide the data of the prospective employees. Then it will act as a link between the two, and the candidate is informed by the employment exchange about the vacancy. Casual callers. Casual callers are those who are who give their applications as unsolicited applicants. They will provide their applications to the organization, and whenever the job vacancy arises, they may be called upon by the organization. Labor contractors, generally workers are recruited through these jobs. Construction jobs are basically done through labor contractors, but the basic disadvantage is that the laborer, who is the head of the labor contractor, who is going to bring all the workers, if labor contractor has a chaos with the management, all the workers will leave the job. Then is the placement agencies. Placement agencies is a kind of a professional way of hiring the talented people. They charge some kind of a fee also. They perform all the functions starting from recruitment till selection. As a result, the companies are relieved of their burden. Then what are the recent trends in the recruitment? External sources are also done into three parts in the case of the recent trends. First is outsourcing. Outsourcing means you are getting your work done through others. Like we have talked about placement agencies. What we are doing, we are outsourcing. The final selection will be done by the organization itself, but initial screening will be done by the outsourcing firms, right? They may be charging some kind of a fee for that, but the final, what will be the salary, other negotiations, it will be done by the company itself. Then is poaching or raiding. Poaching means a way of employing a competent or experienced person in the organization who is already working with some other reputed company. It is not an ethical method of recruitment, but most of the companies are nowadays following this method in which they will attract the talented employee of some other company, specifically their rival companies, by giving them attractive salary packages, right? Then is e-recruitment. E-recruitment means electronical way of recruiting a candidate. Yani, that means you are using internet where the candidates will post their resumes, and then job sites onto the various job sites. Like there are different job sites which are inviting the resumes of the CVs of the candidates. After they have posted their CVs, the companies will also use that site for searching out the prospective candidates, and they will act as a link in between. Then what are the advantages or disadvantages of external sources? External sources, what were the disadvantages of internal source will become the advantages of the external, and what were the advantages of the internal will become the disadvantage of the external sources. Like advantages, new talent is attracted, easy to get the right person for the job, you have fresh supply of the innovation in your organization, new brilliant ideas will come to you. Disadvantages, that it is very time consuming, it includes a lot of monetary amount, training requirement, demotivation to the current employees. Okay, they will feel demotivated, then there will be conflict of the existing employees with the new ones. Then constraints in the recruitment process. There are, when you are starting with the recruitment process, different things come into the mind of a person who is going to be recruited. First of all, he will think of image of the organization. If you have a goodwill, then it will be easy for you to attract the people. But if there is lack of image in the minds in the society, then it will be difficult in the recruitment process. Unattractive jobs, if the salary packages, working environment is unattractive, then it will pose a constraint. Internal policies of the organization, the policies should support the recruitment process. Budgetary support, obviously this process requires some monetary funds. If the budget is not there, then it will put some constraints. Last is the government interference. Government interference means there are chances that government has given some kind of requirements, like this much, 1/3 should be for the minority, one third for the women or other kind of the minority groups. Then the organization is required to fulfill that rules and regulations as well, which will act as a constraint in the recruitment process. Thank you so much. We are done with the recruitment chapter.